अस्सलाम वालेकुम, हेलो, गुड इवनिंग व्यूअर्स। आई एम महबूब शेख फ्रॉम टोरंटो 360 फेस टू फेस। नाज़रीन, जैसा कि आपके इल्म है कि हमारे गुज़िश्ता प्रोग्राम के अंदर हमने पाकिस्तान के एक मारूफ साइंटिस्ट, स्कॉलर, रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट जनाब जुल्फ़िकार अली भुट्टो साहब को बुलाया था। जुल्फ़िकार अली भुट्टो साहब ने हमें अपने रोल के बारे में बताया था कि उनको इस्लामिक रिलीफ कनाडा की जानिब से एक एजाज़ी पोजीशन दी गई है। वो एजाज़ी पोजीशन जो है वो उनको स्कॉलर की थी, इब्ने सीना स्कॉलर। उसके पीछे क्या वजूहात थी, क्या मामला चल रहे थे, हमने इस चीज़ को कंटिन्यूसली बढ़ाने के लिए, आगे आपकी तरफ पेश करने के लिए हमारी आज एक नई मेहमान मधु किया है। हमारी जो नई मेहमान है वो किसी तारुफ की मोहताज नहीं है। शी इज़ वेरी एक्टिव, वेरी एनर्जेटिक और बहुत सारी चीज़ों में इन्वॉल्व है। कनाडा में ही नहीं, इस्लामी ममालिक के अंदर वो अपना बेहतरीन रोल प्ले कर रही हैं। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट डॉक्टर फरिया खान। यस, डॉक्टर फरिया खान जो है, उन्होंने ना सिर्फ कनाडा में बल्कि इस्लामी ममालिक में जहाँ जहाँ इस्लामिक रिलीफ कनाडा काम कर रहा है वहाँ पर मेंटल समेत दीगर जो इश्यूज़ हैं, ख़वातीन के हों या बच्चे के हों या किसी के भी हों, उन पर बड़ा काम किया है। इसके अलावा शी इज़ एक्टिवली इन्वॉल्व इन द फाइट अगेंस्ट इस्लामोफोबिया। जी हाँ, इस्लामोफोबिया के ख़िलाफ़ उन्होंने बड़ा अहम रोल अदा किया। शी इज़ द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर नसीहा मेंटल हेल्थ। नसीहा मेंटल हेल्थ क्या है, हम उसके बारे में उनसे मालूम करना चाहेंगे। वो हमें बताएंगे कि वो किस तर्ज पे काम कर रहा है और उसकी ज़रूरत क्यों पेश आई। शी इज़ अ रोल मॉडल, yes of course, for young women in Canada all around the world. She is family medicine doctor, work with Bolton Family Health Group in Caledon. She is also one of the director Islamic Relief Canada. Dr. Faria, welcome to our studio.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you for being with us.
No, my pleasure.
How you manage? You are lot of association. You are busy with lot of association affiliation with the association. How you manage and how cope up you? Can you explain me?
Well, I think I just learned over time how to manage my time well. And I find for myself that when I'm busy doing important work, I hope, you get better with your time management and prioritizing where you spend your time and energy. But I'm blessed, alhamdulillah. I have both sets of parents. My husband's parents and my parents live about
With
40
four
minutes away.
kids.
With 4 kids,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, 4 little boys. And I also have I have help at home for the kids as well. So while alhamdulillah it looks like a lot of work, it is a lot of work. I have good supports around me to help me do that. So I'm blessed.
So you have so many affiliation and you manage your all family commitments and everything. Can you explain me? You have one of the director of IRC. Could you explain me briefly how it's work IRC and what kind of work they are doing in the Islamic country only or around the world?
So around the world. So Islamic Relief Canada is one of the partner countries from a broader organization, Islamic Relief Worldwide. And so we have offices in countries around the world. And Islamic Relief Canada, we fundraise here and we support the activities in over 30 different countries around the world. So as a board, as a member of the board of directors, I'm just one person out of a very large team. We have 7 board of directors, we have an executive director, an executive team, 41 staff in different cities across Canada, Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, and then beyond that we have about 500 volunteers that help us do the work here in Canada. And then of course there's all the teams that implement the work in all these different countries. So the projects in these countries, yes, they're Muslim and non-Muslim beneficiaries, right? We don't by any means discriminate as to who receives the benefits of the work that we do. But largely, given that poverty is quite high in many Muslim majority countries, yes, we do help lots of Muslims.
Do you have any budget for this movement or this cause? Do you have any budget?
Well, so Islamic Relief, for example, in the last year, in 2018, we raised $60 million here in Canada.
In Canada?
In Canada alone, yeah, alhamdulillah, we're very blessed. We have such wonderful support from both the Muslim and non-Muslim community. And in that, we've also received funding through the Government of Canada as well. So we've really been trying to sort of pull the community together here to help the community globally and also impoverished communities right here in Canada as well. I think we often forget that we have poor communities and individuals who are vulnerable and struggling, Muslim and non-Muslim, right here in Canada too.
You work only in Canada or out in all Islamic countries?
So Islamic Relief Canada fundraises in Canada. We support many countries. And so just like we have Islamic Relief Canada, there's Islamic Relief USA, Islamic Relief Australia, Islamic Relief UK. All of those countries raise money and support the other countries in need.
Recently, IRC Islamic Relief Canada is nominated Dr. Zulfikar Bhutta, the great research scientist. So, what is the actual position of Dr. Zulfikar Bhutta? And can you explain me the where the reason and how this will work?
How this came through.
Yeah.
So the project that we have in Global Child Health with Dr. Bhutta is through the Hospital for Sick Children, Sick Kids in Toronto, which is mashallah, a world-renowned children's hospital. So we're very blessed to have that affiliation. The way it came about for us as Islamic Relief is for quite a few years we had a project, a smaller project called the Palestinian Healthy Child Fellowship, where we brought doctors from Palestine, subspecialists in pediatric care, and we put them through the fellowship program here in Toronto so they can learn the skills and the knowledge that is, of this high standard of sick kids. And then those doctors were mandated to go back to Palestine to share that work, to be able to take care of patients and to educate other doctors. So through that interaction with Sick Kids, it came about that Sick Kids Hospital was embarking on a $1 billion campaign to rebuild their hospital, revamp their research, and in making those strides for themselves, we said, okay, well, we've been doing this one project. We would like to find ways to support your campaign. How can we contribute in a way that's meaningful for those most vulnerable globally, right? How can we bring the care of sick kids to the world? And so it was through that affiliation, through some researchers at Sick Kids, that we all connected with Dr. Bhutta. And it turns out that he does research looking at Muslim majority countries and some of the specific nuances around the struggles they face, whether it be from conflict, from climate change, whether it's drought, famine, why those countries are more affected, the socio-cultural challenges around getting aid to them, how that needs to be different, and how we can improve the care of those children.
Especially women and kids.
Exactly. So we know, across the board in times of conflict, war, displacement, migration, we find that women and children are always the ones that suffer the most. And so his area of research largely focuses on maternal child health. We know that the first few hours of birth are very important, the first few days. And so his research really looks at how can we improve the outcomes for women and children, especially in those most critical hours and days, but then also in the years of child rearing as well.
Why you are focused only the Muslim countries? These issues are already related to the other countries. So why you are focused only the Islamic countries?
This particular project, just the way that it turned out, is perhaps more focused on the Muslim majority countries. But our work is not focused only on Muslim majority countries. In many ways, it just sort of happens that way. But to be honest, I think that for this project in particular with Sick Kids, I do value the fact that given that Muslim countries and many of those experiencing poverty around the world are Muslim, and non-Muslim countries maybe don't recognize that or pay attention to that or support that, I think it's really beautiful to have an institution like Sick Kids, which is a non-Muslim, Canadian, organization that has chosen to put some special emphasis on a community that is dear to us, right? So it's not something that we specifically set out to do, but once that ball got rolling, we felt it was really important to support.
So who decided and focused on which area you are working for, this area and this area? Do you have a board of directors, Islamic Relief Canada?
We do, yes.
Yeah.
So in terms of how projects get chosen to support, there's a much larger, broader network and team. Even within Islamic Relief Canada, we have staff that are dedicated to programs. And so they're always in constant communication with people on the ground, with our own Islamic Relief teams on the ground, to say, okay, this is happening in Niger, this is happening in northern Pakistan, this is happening in these countries in Africa, whatever that may be. And we learn from the field what the needs are of the people there, and we work together through those lines of communication in those countries and our country to decide. And then the programs team, the executive team, and the board of directors, we work with a budget, and we approve projects in these various countries.
If someone wants to work as a volunteer, Islamic Relief Canada, So do you have any suggestion?
So the best thing would be to register on the website. We are also just out and about in the community, right? Like, for example, Ramadan just ended, and we had dinners and events across the country. And so there's always an opportunity just to come up to us. I have people who always come up to me and say, Faria, how can I get involved? And we find ways, and sometimes that's just short term, whether that is helping hand out meals in a soup kitchen one day thing, or getting involved in a longer term project. There's often an opportunity.
You are also working with Nasiha Mental Health.
Yes.
As a board of director. So can you explain me what is Nasiha Mental Health?
So Nasiha Mental Health, which we just rebranded, we used to be called Nasiha Muslim Youth Helpline. That service still exists, but we broadened our name because it really encompassed what it is that we're doing now. So one large chunk of the work is the youth helpline. There are young people and older people who call this helpline. It's open 7 days a week from 3 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We get calls literally from around the world. And there are people who are in distress, right? Either they're experiencing anxiety, depression, something difficult is happening at home, they're experiencing something in the workplace. Yeah, and so that primarily is almost like a crisis helpline. We're there to listen. Partly people feel like they just don't have someone to talk to. And we try to help prevent them from doing something harmful to themselves or to anyone else. And so we give them the opportunity to sort of get things off of their chest and remind them of ways that they can help, with coping skills and reducing the tension for themselves. But then beyond that, what we do is we also do many outreach and education programs as well. So in schools, in masjids, in community centers, teaching people what mental health is, what some of these diagnoses look like, and encouraging to seek help if they need help, and how they can go about doing that.
Okay, Dr. Faria, what kind of people facing in Nasiha and other organizations, if they come to you, what kind of challenges they are facing?
From a mental health perspective,
Yeah.
you mean? Yeah. So with Nasiha, what you learn quickly is the challenges that especially our Muslim youth face are not any different than the non-Muslim community, right? Sometimes we like to think that somehow because of our religion or because of our culture, our children don't do that, or that they don't face those problems, or this doesn't happen in our community. So we find that people will bring to our attention things that carry a lot of stigma, right? Stigma meaning there is almost this taboo, or these things are not talked about. But we hear of all kinds of issues, and we help people work through them. So it's often there's a lot of domestic abuse that happens that people are in denial about. Drugs and alcohol with young people in our community. Bullying, Islamophobia. All of these things are actually quite interconnected, and so we receive phone calls, thousands of calls through the year, and it's a wide variety of issues that we face.
So, sometimes the parents and kids and husband and wife have an issue. So the woman and kids, they came to you and spend time with you and tell you about the situation in the house?
Yes, we often do get cases like that, and sometimes they're appropriate for us to to continue the line of conversation with them, and that we can de-escalate things in one phone call or in one session. But sometimes there are issues that are a little bit more complex and complicated. So for example, there's certain cases that you'll hear about that happen in the news, unfortunately, whether there's cases of abuse or shootings or these kinds of things, where we often get involved and go into the community, help with providing some short-term counseling, or we help these individuals seek the counseling that they need more long term, because sometimes it can't just be short term care, it needs to be ongoing care.
नाज़रीन, हमारा गुफ्तगू का सिलसिला डॉक्टर फरिया खान के साथ जारी रहेगा। लेते हैं एक छोटा सा कमर्शियल ब्रेक। स्टे विद अस, डोंट गो अवे।
हीटिंग एंड कूलिंग की सर्विसेज तो बहुत से लोग और इदारे देते हैं, लेकिन आपको जरूरत है ऐसे प्रोवाइडर की जो ना सिर्फ रिलायबल हो बल्कि अफोर्डेबल होने के साथ साथ फौरी सर्विस भी फराहम करे। इजी फिक्स HVAC की डेडिकेटेड टीम और सर्टिफाइड टेक्नीशियंस के पास कई साल का तजर्बा है। अगर आपको एयर कंडीशनर्स, फर्नेसेस, वाटर हीटर, फायरप्लेसेस, ह्यूमिडिफायर्स या तमाम किस्म के थर्मोस्टेट्स की इंस्टॉलेशन या मेंटेनेंस करवानी हो तो अभी कॉल करें 647-400-4962। अगर फाइनेंशियल लिमिटेशंस हों तो रेंटल इक्विपमेंट की सहूलत भी मौजूद है। इजी फिक्स HVAC 647-400-4962।
You do not have to wait to protect your dependents and plan your estate. Ado Law will help you take the appropriate steps. Having a will is the most important thing you can do for yourself and your dependents. Not only can a will legally protect your loved ones, it can also spell out exactly how you would like things handled after you have passed on. Ado Law, the legal professionals.
At Milton Health Center, we know it's important to have quick and easy access to healthcare provider. Our mission is to provide a safe, caring and compassionate environment where patients are actually listened to and are offered professional medical advice. We offer family medicine, walk-in clinic, travel and yellow fever clinic, circumcision, Botox and filler. Milton Health Center. Make an appointment today at 905-693-6400 or visit www.miltonhealthcenter.com.
The law professionals at TM Law, providing professional services in the GTA in the areas of civil litigation, criminal defense, family matters, and real estate, serving the community in English, Punjabi, Hindi, and Urdu. For more information, call Tahir Majid, barrister and solicitor at 647-838-4773, or you can visit tahirlaw.ca.
Imagine a carefree lifestyle in a tranquil town of Bowmanville. Appleview, traditional style freehold townhomes that are elegant and future rich, designed to feel home. Bowmanville will have expansion of GO Train and Highway 407, new Ontario power plant, and new Toyota distribution facility. We invite you to get special incentives for a limited time. Call now 416-897-4714 or visit appleviewhomes.com.
वेलकम बैक व्यूअर्स, मैं हूं आपका होस्ट महबूब शेख, फेस टू फेस टोरंटो 360 टीवी के साथ। हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं डॉक्टर फरिया खान। डॉक्टर फरिया ने हमें इस्लामिक रिलीफ कनाडा के बारे में बताया कि हाउ इट्स वर्क इस्लामिक रिलीफ कनाडा पूरी दुनिया के अंदर, ख़ास तौर पे वहाँ जहाँ पे इस्लामी ममालिक के अंदर ख़वातीन और बच्चों को बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है रिलीफ पहुँचाने के लिए। उनको शायद मेडिकल की प्रॉब्लम हो या उनको मेडिसिन की प्रॉब्लम हो, उनके अपने मेंटल इश्यूज़ हों, उस मसले को हल करने के लिए इस्लामिक रिलीफ कनाडा ने जो है वो लास्ट ईयर $60 मिलियन का जो है वो बजट जो उन्होंने था फ़ंड रेज़ किया, और उसको जो है वो 2018 के अंदर जो फ़ंड इन्होंने मुख्तस किया था उसको उन्होंने स्पेंड भी किया। हम डॉक्टर फरिया से मज़ीद मालूम करना चाहेंगे कि डॉक्टर फरिया जो है उनकी बहुत सारी जो है वो फ़ाइट अगेंस्ट द इस्लामोफोबिया समेत बहुत सारे मामलों में वो इन्वॉल्व रही हैं। स्पोर्ट्स में भी उनका ताल्लुक़ रहा है, स्पोर्ट्स को भी बहुत ज़्यादा करीब से देखती हैं। डॉक्टर फरिया, आप इस्लामोफोबिया अगेंस्ट द इस्लामोफोबिया मूवमेंट्स जो आपने चलाई थी वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग रही आपकी, और उसके बाद दैन द कैनेडियन मुस्लिम वोट TCMY
TCMV.
Yeah, so can you explain me what is why TCMV and before Islamic against the Islamic phobia?
TCMV is the Canadian Muslim Vote, a fairly new organization that I'm not formally, I don't hold a formal position with, but I do support and encourage people to get to know this organization and the good work that they're doing. So as you know, it's an election year, and TCMV is basically, their mandate is to encourage the Muslim community and minority communities in general to come out and vote. And part of that requires educating people on what the voting process looks like, and then also why it's important to vote. And really what it comes down to is perhaps people, especially newcomers in our Muslim community, maybe never realized how much the world of politics actually impacts our day-to-day lives. But I think that in, you know, the last sort of several recent years, we've realized that the decisions that politicians make and the policies they enact, they impact our well-being and our safety. And we've been concerned from an Islamophobia perspective. You look at what's happening in Quebec with Bill 21, saying that women in public services cannot wear the hijab, cannot wear the niqab. This is making women essentially a second-class citizen if you wear the hijab in Quebec. So the people we elect impacts how our lives are going to turn out to some degree. And so across Canada, we're encouraging Muslims and other minorities to come out and vote. In terms of the bigger fight against Islamophobia, that would be my work with the National Council of Canadian Muslims. So this is Canada's only sort of professional national organization that is mandated to fight for and protect the rights, the human rights and civil liberties of Muslims across Canada. So whether that be conversations with government officials, bureaucrats, the media, police services, the education system, educating people around racism, religious discrimination, and Islamophobia in particular is I really think even for the work of all the other organizations and to protect the work we do, the fight against Islamophobia is paramount.
You also run the Strong Together is the campaign. This is the campaign. What exactly it is?
Oh, the Stronger Together campaign was actually one of several campaigns that NCCM spearheaded. And actually the Stronger Together campaign, I think, is from 2015. It's when I first got started with NCCM. But basically, again, it was to mobilize communities across Canada to say, hey, we recognize that we have common challenges that we face, and pulling together Muslims and non-Muslims alike to tackle the issues of racism across the country in Canada.
What is your hobby? Are you interested in the sports also?
I do enjoy sports. I'll be honest. I don't have a lot of time to pursue hobbies that I love. Like I used to paint, and visual arts was something I really used to be into. And unfortunately, I don't necessarily always have the time for that. I work out and exercise regularly. I do enjoy sports. The Raptors playoff game, they might win it tonight. And then just really spending time with friends and family.
Would you support one of the team is Toronto Maple Leaf? For they raise the fund for Sick Kids Hospital also.
So the Palestinian Healthy Child Fellowship we were speaking about earlier, there is a Toronto Maple Leaf player, Nazem Kadri, who is sort of our ambassador with that.
This is the annual event, or is only once time you did this?
No, we did do the golf tournament for several years, and we still continue to support the program. But yes, that was a Toronto Maple Leaf player.
Okay, there would be a few more questions if you don't mind. Can you tell me, आप जब फारिग होते हैं तो ज़ाहिर है you want to spend time with your kids and family members, तो आप क्या पसंद करते हैं, किस तरह spend करें time?
You know, I guess with free time, it's with friends and family and our children, just like anybody else, right? We do enjoy traveling. We travel a lot with the children. They all play sports. All of them play ice hockey and competitive soccer. So we spend a lot of our time in the weekend playing sports with the kids.
You have an aim to become as a prime member of parliament or?
Oh, unlikely. I do value the role that politics plays in our day-to-day lives. I think I've learned that more in the recent few years. But I do love medicine, and you know that's ultimately I really enjoy and value all of the volunteer work that I do. But what I'm best at is medicine. So.
Actually, अगर आप अपने इर्द-गिर्द देखें तो पाकिस्तान और इंडिया both are the neighbor countries. But situation is not good between two countries. Or both sides they are living Muslim, and you know. So as a Indian born है आप क्या महसूस करती हैं पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के जो ताल्लुकात हैं जब इस तरह कशीदा होते हैं तो आप क्या फील करती हैं सर?
You know what? It's funny. I mean, so I was born in Canada. My husband's born in Canada.
You're born in Canada or India?
I'm born in Canada. I'm born in Toronto. And my husband's family is born in Hamilton. And his family is Pakistani, right? Their family is in Karachi. And
but your roots
my roots are in India. Yeah. But you know, I mean, I think it's like this in many parts of the world where you have conflict between countries and between governments, and it trickles down to between people. But we have to look beyond that. As Muslims, we have to look beyond that. And here, having been raised in Canada, I mean, for us, it's a non-issue. You know, I think in the beginning there's a little bit of, you know, parents saying, "Oh, they're Indian, or they're Pakistani," but beyond that, it's really not something that there's deeper goals and aspirations and values that we live by, and you hope that people can rise above sort of the political challenges and really, you know, live together and take care of each other.
So you're also watching the cricket?
I don't watch any cricket. I don't, unfortunately. I don't even really understand the game. So no cricket for me.
ओके इसके अलावा अगर फैमिली के अंदर फिल्म वगैरह वॉच करते हैं आप लोग, कौन सी फिल्म शौक से हैं? इंडियन हॉलीवुड देखते हैं या इंडियन फिल्म
dear.
वॉच करने का चाहते हैं या बच्चों की वजह से किड्स
We
की
do.
तरफ भी
I'll
जाते हैं आप
tell
लोग?
you. So I'm not as much of a movie goer as my husband is, and he does get the kids to gather around and watch, you know, Bollywood movies and to help them learn a little bit of Urdu, because my Urdu is really not great.
But you know about Salman Khan, Shah
Oh
Rukh
yes,
Khan and Amir
who
Khan,
doesn't? Yeah,
जो
I know all those
Bollywood-
names. No, we enjoy them, and I mean, you know, having young children, we spend a lot of time. Our movies are bachon ke movies, little kid movies. So.
Okay, can you tell me, आप जिंदगी का एक हिस्सा आपने यहाँ पे अपना फैमिली के साथ गुजारा है. If you have a vacation, so what place do you like to go to there and spend time with your family and kids?
So alhamdulillah, I've been blessed and lucky to travel to many countries. And I always love good beach vacations with the kids. Just any place warm is always nice. Any place that has a little bit of adventure is nice. I've also traveled without my children quite a bit. Usually this is when we do relief work, missions. I was in Bangladesh last year, working with the Rohingya refugees, in Jordan working with the Syrian refugees. So we do those kinds of trips. And then ultimately, I think some of my favorite moments and most blessed moments are taking my kids with me to Umrah as well. So alhamdulillah, I've been able
Which
to
place
go
you
twice.
mostly like? The Saudi Arabia or Umrah? Which place?
Medina or Makkah, you mean,
Yeah.
between the two? I think it's like everyone knows, Makkah is obviously so special, and to be able to have the blessing of taking your children there, it's not something that my parents or grandparents had that opportunity for. But Medina is Medina. Medina has a piece to it that, you know, that I love. So
So you're also playing football, soccer. Which area you are focused?
oh, what I play?
Yeah.
I used to play on my
Basketball?
basketball team growing up, and soccer and baseball actually. But I would say basketball is probably what I play most with my children. So lately, with all this Raptors excitement, we've been playing lots.
Okay. आपको अगर पाकिस्तानी या इंडियन जो they came from the people they came from Pakistan, India, a lot of people they come from the Asia, new immigrant. If you have any message for the new immigrants, they came in Canada.
Yeah.
So if you have any message, please go ahead.
Oh, well, I think, you know, look, if Canada has been such a warm and welcoming country, especially, for example, the Syrian refugee community, right, over the last couple of years that have come here. But, and sometimes that does overshadow the multiple refugees that come from different countries around the world, and then just people who immigrate here. We know that, like, Canada is a land of so many different communities and cultures coming together. And so I guess I hope that this is a country where newcomers feel safe in practicing their faith, their religion, their culture, and that they continue to do so and continue to do so proudly. But then my message would also be to say, you know, wear that proudly. Come into Canada and get involved in the local community. So you asked a few times, does Islamic Relief only help Muslims? No, we don't only help Muslims. Just like I think every newcomer, whatever country you're from, get to know other communities, get to know your local community, get to know your local politicians, your MPs, get to know your teachers, your healthcare providers. And it's through those kinds of interactions that I think we can break down some of the barriers of fear and division and racism and Islamophobia if people understand that we are all trying to live here together, take care of our children, take care of our elders, and lead successful, safe lives.
Once again, thank you, Dr. Faria, for part of my program Face to Face with Mehboob Sheikh, and you spend your precious time with us in our
no, my
studio.
pleasure.
नाज़रीन, आपने डॉक्टर फरिया खान के साथ हमारी गुफ्तगू का सिलसिला सुना. उम्मीद है आपको बहुत पसंद आया होगा. इन्होंने अपनी बेपनाह मसरूफियात के बावजूद हमारे लिए टाइम निकाला. कई दफ़ा इनसे हमने रब्ता करने की कोशिश की थी कि किसी तरह ये अपना थोड़ा सा कीमती टाइम निकाल के हमारे साथ शेयर करें स्टूडियो के अंदर, और अपना इस्लामिक रिलीफ कनाडा समेत अपनी जो हॉबीज़ हैं, अपनी जो ज़िंदगी के स्टाइल है, इतनी मसरूफियात के बावजूद ये किस तरह इस मकाम तक पहुँची। देखें, किसी भी चीज़ को, किसी भी ख्वाब को, किसी भी ड्रीम कम्स ट्रू करने के लिए एफ़र्ट्स की ज़रूरत होती है। वो एफ़र्ट्स करके वो इस मकाम तक पहुँची हैं, और मेरे ख्याल में कि शी इज़ अ रोल मॉडल ऑफ न्यू जनरेशन, न्यू वुमेन, दे आर लिविंग ऑल अराउंड द वर्ल्ड। इन्होंने अपने मकसद को अपनाया, अपने मकसद के तहत अपनी मंजिल को हासिल किया, और अपनी मंजिल को हासिल करना कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं है। अगर आपके अंदर हिम्मत है, जुस्तजू है, तो आप अपनी मंजिल हासिल कर सकते हैं। मैं अपने प्रोग्राम का इख्तिताम इस शेर के साथ करना चाहूँगा कि उकाबी रूह जब बेदार होती है नौजवानों में, उकाबी रूह, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड, उकाबी रूह जब बेदार होती है नौजवानों में, नज़र आती है उसको अपनी मंजिल आसमानों में। तो अगर वाकई में आपके अंदर हिम्मत है तो आप अपनी मंजिल को बहुत आसानी से पा सकते हैं, हासिल कर सकते हैं। इंशाल्लाह आपसे अगले प्रोग्राम में फिर मुलाकात होगी। कीप वॉच टोरंटो 360 फेस टू फेस विद महबूब शेख। अल्लाह हाफिज़ एंड पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।
If you are looking for a reliable, professional, and affordable travel agency in your town, then your search is over. Global Travel and Tours is your personal travel partner. Our dedicated staff, always ready to make your trip hassle-free, memorable, and cost-effective. We will assist you with hotel reservations, the transportation, visa assistance, and travel insurance. Please give us a call right now at 1-877-275-3555.
Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate, whether it be residential, commercial, or pre-construction, Arshad Bhatti and his team of professionals can help. We have guaranteed allocations in high-rise and low-rise pre-construction projects in and around the GTA. Call Arshad Bhatti at 416-300-5600. That's 416-300-5600, or register at arshadbhatti.com.
Years ago, an elderly immigrant couple dreamed of serving the poor, a halal food bank serving needy families, delivering food to the homeless, a free clinic for those without health coverage, a shelter for abused women and children. Since 1993, we've been serving people in need. Muslim Welfare Center. Service to humanity is service to Allah.
Injuries not only impact you, but also people around you. Life is better than this. Let's get your life back. The injury lawyers at Alam Law will use their years of experience to handle your claim so that you can focus on your recovery. And remember, you don't pay until we win. Alam Law.
उरूज फाइनेंशियल के जाहिद सैयद लाए आपके फैमिली और फ्रेंड्स के लिए ट्रैवल एंड विजिटर्स इंश्योरेंस, जो दे आपको बेस्ट प्लान एट बेस्ट प्राइस, महाना पेमेंट्स प्लान फॉर सुपर वीजा इंश्योरेंस और क्लेम में मदद, आपके बेहतर मुस्तकबिल की जमानत। उरूज फाइनेंशियल के जाहिद सैयद लाए आपके मॉर्गेज डेट के लिए लाइफ इंश्योरेंस एंड इन केस ऑफ डिसेबिलिटी मंथली पेमेंट प्लान, जो आपकी फैमिली को दे बेनिफिट, ना कि आपके बैंक को। आपके बेहतर मुस्तकबिल की जमानत। उरूज फाइनेंशियल।
Dixie Electronics and Appliances is your #1 destination for electronics and appliances. Choose from TVs and home audio that will entertain your whole family, to home comfort essentials for your living space, and a wide selection of appliances to build your perfect kitchen. From selection to delivery, Dixie Electronics is everything you need. Price match guarantee and 0% financing available, all under one roof. Come today at 5120 Dixie Road, Mississauga, or visit the website at dixieelectronics.ca.